Hi, my Tay babies and my baddie bees, and the girls and boys who don't know me. This is Tayjadore coming to you guys with another good video. Thank you guys so much. First, before I do anything, I want to shout out to all my Tay babies and my baddie bees for giving me 1,000 views twice, 2 videos in a row. Let's keep it going. let's get it started. This video has literally been requested. Every time I ask my type babies and my baby bees, what do they want me to do? They always say, do it, do it, do it. We think you should do it. But the reason that I've never did it is because I felt like my story wasn't as interesting. Because everybody like has dead ass like dramatic stories, and mine's just like, so I really didn't want to post it, but since you guys keep on asking about it, I feel like you guys deserve the video since you guys been doing so much for me. So today's video is going to be about my coming out story, and I'm going to let you guys know like what you can do if you're not coming out or if you want to come out or so let's get started. Growing up, I did have a really like high-pitched voice, and I was really like, ghetto, extra loud, like, so I get talked about, like, motherfuckers will be like, why you talk like a girl? The usual shit. And growing up, I never really thought about it until I hit middle school, and that's when, like, motherfuckers, like, talked about me, like, bad, 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 bad. I was still talking to girls. All throughout until ninth grade. I don't want to make this story extra long because I do not want to bore y'all with boring shit. So, I was getting talked about from, I say, around as soon as from 5th grade to about, I'll say, good ninth grade. Ninth grade, nobody said anything to me. When I reached high school, nobody said nothing to me about shit. Like, nobody talked about me. You know what I'm saying? I was quiet. I really didn't say anything to anybody. Like, I'm on my business. They didn't worry about me. So, I mean, one day, I'm going to give y'all the story. Like, it was this boy. He was light skinned. I'm not going to say no names because he probably going to watch this. It's this nigga, like, he was light skinned. And he was, like, popping all over Facebook. This is back when Facebook days was popping. And I just thought he was so far. And it's like, he would never date somebody like I was like, I had to be at least about 13, finna be 14, and he was like 16. First of all, I'm young as hell. Second of all, I'm like, this nigga never date somebody like me, because like I had really low self-esteem, and I was like, I'm ugly as shit. So he'll never talk to somebody like me, but he was so fine. Then I'm like, plus he's straight, but I was just looking at his pictures like just mesmerizing. Back in the day, like light skinned niggas was in, like, and when I tell you this was like a super duper light skinned nigga, like, fine. Back in the day, he was fine. So he was super fine, and it was like, wait a minute, these thoughts are not fucking normal. Like, I'm a whole nigga saying another nigga is fine. I'm like, okay, I might like boys. So, I started to, get more into it, like dibble and dabble much more into it and see, like, what I'm saying, if I actually have feelings towards boys, and to find out that I actually was attracted to them. So, I mean, as soon as I found out about myself, the first person I told was my best friend since elementary. No, this is my best friend since kindergarten. Her name was Brooke. Hi, Brooke, if you're watching this. You were the first person I told. If you did not know, the second person I told was my first girlfriend. But the thing about me telling my first girlfriend, she was like, oh, I'm gay too. So it was like, it was much easier. Telling those two people, it really like made me breathe. After I told them, I really didn't give a fuck who I told. So after I told them, the very next day, I came out to the world. I came out to the world. After I came out to the world, I came out to my mom. Like, and the thing about me is, like, I really don't care. And, my whole surroundings is like, we wasn't like gay strict, or like motherfuckers really didn't, like, it was not really a serious issue in my area. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't have as much of problems as bullying or anything like that. Like, what I'm saying? People was chill about it. So I really wasn't affected by it, and I live in St. Louis, if anybody wants to know. But telling everybody keep on asking me, was it hard? No, it was not hard. Personally, I believe that being myself, I shouldn't have to be scared to be myself. And I've always been like that. I've always been a very blunt person. So it's like if I want something or if I feel something, then I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that there's a time and a place for everything. But everybody want to know how my mom reacted. I'm trying to think of this as I go. Like, she really, she really didn't jump out the box. Like, she really wasn't tripping off of it. You can tell when something bothers somebody. Of course, she was bothered, but she really ain't trip off of it like, most mothers do. So, my coming out story, I came out to everybody. Everybody was pretty much accepting. Nobody really judged me. Nobody really said anything out the box or out of pocket to me. Everybody was really just cool and chill about it. I really don't have any dramatic stories, which I thank God. I thank God I never had any dramatic experiences or anything like that. And I appreciate, regardless of how my mother felt or regardless of how my friends or anybody felt in my surroundings, they still treated me regular, treated me like they treated me no different. And I was much more kind. I really didn't care. And that's the thing about me is I've never really cared about anything. So even if people were to say something about me, I really wouldn't trip off with like the word fag. Like, it means you like boys. Like, I never really fucking like tripped off the shit. Fag means that you like boys. I'm like, why would I get mad over something that I do? I like boys. So, and then it's like, that's like calling like a girl a bitch. Like, they turned that into a positive word. So, I really don't trip off any word, and nobody really says anything to me in particular. If they do say something, it's always like, word of mouth or behind my back, or I gotta hear about it. So, I never really tripped off of it, for real, to be honest. I never really experienced bullying, because I'm not the bullying type. Like, I'm very blunt. Like, I'm aggressive. Like, I'm a very aggressive person, so nobody has really, like, bullied me. Like, motherfuckers tried, but, I was never with that, But that's my story. Like, it was pretty bland. As soon as I found out about myself, I was never DL. I was never in a closet. I came out literally the next day as soon as I found out about myself, so. Teddy babies and baby bees, like, that was my boring story. Like, basically, I seen the guy, and I was attracted to him, and I thought to see, basically not sexual or anything like that or talking to other niggas, but I started to like see, like, look at much more gay shit to see if I am gay, you know what I'm saying? And I started to find out that I wasn't. And when I found out that I was, I literally didn't give a fuck. So I just came out like I really was not caring. And a lot of people like admire me for that, but it's like, that's just my personality. Like, I just don't give a fuck. I just don't care. So regardless of what you think of me, regardless of how you feel about me, I'm gonna live my life, because the only person, that can strike me down with a thunderbolt is God, and he haven't struck me down yet. So, well, everybody's circumstances are different. I understand a lot of people go through different things with different people, and different parents are different. I'm blessed to have my parents, be much more, even if they don't accept, they're much more, understanding that it's not their fucking life. So I'm appreciative of my parents for being like that. If you're going through a situation to where you're trying to come out, I personally, feel like you should just do it, but do it under your circumstances. Don't do it because you feel pressured. Don't do it because somebody's telling you to do it. Don't do it because, motherfuckers is making you feel like you should, or you seeing somebody else do it. Like, do it under your own circumstances. Whenever you feel the need to, whenever you feel like it's a good time, do it, because you never know what somebody could be going through. You never know who somebody knows or who somebody, like, you never know somebody's situation. So I feel like you should come out when you want to. Me, I personally did not give no fuck. You shouldn't care what somebody else thinks, because at the end of the day, when you die, them people that had an opinion about you are not coming with you. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta have that type of mindset. Like, what is this person doing for me to give a fuck about their opinion? The only opinion that I give a fuck about is my moms and my fans, all of my tech babies and my baby bees. Y'all are the only opinions that matter in my life. Anybody else's opinion does not matter to me at all whatsoever. And that's just how I live. I just ain't never give a fuck. So I personally feel like, you should walk in a foot of your own step. You know what I'm saying? 2 step on your own level. So, like, don't let nobody try to come in your life, try to control what the fuck you do. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers are miserable. Motherfuckers, you got a lot going on with themselves, And that's one thing that what's happening to me is I was letting other people's opinions affect on how I think about myself, like with the hell shit and all of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only person that can tell you that you're going to hell and any of that, like, is God. So you just talk that up with him and don't let, because humans, if you realize, humans are fucking sheep. Humans say things that they hear other people say. Just like white kids get racist because they see other, you know what I'm saying, their parents are racist, so they racist. Black kids are racist because their parents are racist. You know what I'm saying? It's word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really trust what humans say. You gotta go against your own thoughts. Like, you gotta go against what you think and what you say, and ask God yourself and talk to God yourself and build your own spiritual connection on whatever you believe in. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I had to learn myself, is that you can't listen to what other people say, because people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, they're only listening to what the fuck they've heard. So that's my story. I want to thank all of my tech babies and all of my babies for watching. Thank you guys for giving me 1,000 views in a day, one day. I just said that, gave me 1,000 views twice in one day. Let's make this a third video to get 1,000 views in one day. Please like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Please. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching new videos every weekend. Follow me on all social media. All the links will be in the description box below. And until next time.